Hit a wet road when we were going pretty fast, and we spun around down Pearl Creek for quite a ways, and we lived through it. But then I thought, no, I'll tell about the HPD chase. And we were trying to get into an HPD chase and help out. We hit a railroad track right before South Main. South Main is a lot lower than this railroad track, so we went airborne and we totaled the car pretty well. But then I thought, no, I can't tell that story because I'm the idiot that was driving on both of those. So I can't blame that on you. About 1975, I was working night shift, and I was tired, I was sleepy, I wanted to go home. You know, if I could just make another 2 hours, I'll go home. And all of a sudden the radio broke the silence and it said, over 31, we have a Blue Ridge security officer following a rape suspect with the victim in the car, kidnapped victim in the car. And so, you know, of course, I'm real happy of that. Being another officer, started heading that way. The security officer had a radio in his car for the Sheriff's Department dispatcher, and he kept us pretty well in the know where they were at, where they were going. So another officer and I blocked the road. The security officer pulled up behind him, and we did a felony stop, and we got him out. You still there? We got him out. Made a good arrest. The security officer, I started taking information from him, and I started thinking, this guy's pretty sharp. I like this guy. He's letting me know what's going on. I like this guy. Turned out to be Steve. The next night, I met with him. I called the dispatcher and said, have the officer meet me at Blue Ridge Road in FM 2234. We pulled up next to each other, and we'd sit and talk for a while, and that's where our friendship started. Steve came out and started riding with me a lot, almost every night. And he started being pretty much my partner. He was constantly there. He constantly had my back. For y'all that are not law enforcement officers, let me explain what a partner is to you. When you're working night shift and you're out there at night, your partner is everything. He's the only one that will help you. He's the only one that will protect your back. He's your lifeline. And I only call people my partner when they mean a lot to me. It's a very serious mantle that I put on somebody. And Steve was that every night, every time. I was there when Steve was sworn in, first time as a police officer. We walked outside, we got in a patrol car, and I was the first officer he rode with for a long, long period of time. I was his first sergeant, first patrol sergeant. I was his FTO, and so you can blame me. When I was asked to say something tonight, like I said, I'm not really good at public speaking, so I was trying to write something down to say. And I'd write it down, and I'd kind of hesitate, I'd scratch it out and go back to it. And this morning I was sitting writing, and I took a break. I picked up Constable DeForest email statement that he said about Steve. I read that this morning, and I responded to it. And then I went back trying to write my speech, and then it dawned on me that I had said pretty much everything I wanted to say from the heart. So I just want to read that to you and to everybody here. And this is from the heart. Steve Roper, I was present on the day that you were sworn in as a young new police officer. I was blessed to be the first officer that you ever rode with as a brand new Marine rookie. I was blessed to be your first FTO and your first patrol sergeant. And I was very honored to be your best man at your and Jenny's wedding. I've enjoyed every minute that we've shared working together. But much more than these, I have cherished the long-lasting friendship that we have formed. Thank you. Thank you for that, my friend. When we first met, I recognized you. When I first met you, I recognized the passion for law enforcement that few officers have in you. And the passion that the new officer would be wise to follow. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement, my friend, and enjoy the new path in life that you and Jenny will share together. Congratulations, Mark.
Family, co-workers, former co-workers, you're a blessed dude, man.
I am that.
You are blessed. You are so blessed. And we're all blessed to have been able to be around you. I've been around you for over 35 years. You've been my friend. Ups and downs, good and bad. We've stayed close. I got another guest I'd like to step up. I'd like to introduce the Chief of the Conroe Police Department, Jeff Christie.
You had to do that. That's a hard act to follow. Steve, I wanted to represent the Conroe Police Department. We got you this little gift here from the men and women in the police department for your years with ours. From December 20th, 1985 to December 2000. We appreciate your service with the Conroe Police Department. I have a couple things that I need to thank you for. In 1991, you came knocking on my door in Pasadena and said, "Hey, I'm Detective Roper. I'm here to do your background. Ready to go to work." So, luckily, you had not honed your investigative skills, and I passed the background. I'm glad it worked out for you later on.
You never did pay me.
And I never did pay you. Second thing I need to thank you for is when Jenny was running for constable, I went out and rented a bus and I picked up everybody I knew and took them to the polling place because I was next in line for your detective position. Anyway, we appreciate the service you had with us. We appreciate your friendship and everything you've done since you left. And, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just real quick, Chief, when Gene got elected constable, it shocked us. He ran on a whim and he got elected. And look how
most of the people let it go.
And the day I left the Conroe Police Department, I was heartbroken because I love the Conroe Police Department and still do. I have so many friends over there that's not funny. I mean, I love the Conroe Police Department. But Gene walked into my office that day and says, "Hey, I need you to come work for me." I said, "There's only one job you got that I'll take." He says, "That's the one." He goes, "I want you to be my chief." And I left the Conroe Police Department. I was scared to death. But it all worked out. Everything's good. And I still love everybody at the Conroe Police Department and consider you all very good friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. I'd like to call Constable Gene DeForest up to the front now for a presentation, please. I don't know how many people have ever been in Chief Roper's office. His office walls were enshrined with this gentleman right here.
That's Ricky Gabby.
So much so that he went all the way to California. You know that place is out there on the east? Well, and kneeled down by Barney Fife's grave and took a picture. He loves Barney Fife. He worships Barney Fife. You know, what was so funny, come Christmas time, you know, we draw names at the office to see, you know, we have a limit, and we draw names and buy each other gifts. I think it was one of the easiest. All I had to do was look for a Barney Fife, something or another that he didn't have and get it. And he was ecstatic to get it. He would thank me over and over and over again. That's just the kind of person he is, you know. He's full of fun, full of life. He's got a long way to go ahead of him, and he's going to enjoy everything. I'm going to turn this over to Constable Forrest now.
And I'll tell you what, I've never been so nervous as I am right now. I'll tell you, I've stood before 2,000 people and gave a speech and hadn't been nervous. I could stand there and just talk to them just like I'm talking to anybody. But standing here for his retirement, looking at this picture, looking at some of his earlier photos in law enforcement, they're twins. They look exactly alike. And I want to tell y'all something right now. When he would, at the office, and calls would go out from Conroe PD, he would jump up and run out the door. And as he's running out the door, I see him reaching in his pocket for that one bullet to put in his gun. It's true, isn't it? Yeah.
Not true, I had 2 bullets.
I don't know if I can read it. The other thing I'm really nervous about is I did this on my own. Steve Roper has been my English teacher for the last 18 years in 1 month. As early as this morning, correcting my spelling, my punctuation, my sentences. I am not an English professor, nor am I good in English, nor did I ever like English in school. But this was written strictly by me, and he hasn't seen it yet. But when he hangs this on the wall, and he reads it, he's going to remember it. This was written by Gene DeForest, no doubt. I'll let him read this because I'm not sure I can see this, but I'm going to try. It says, to Chief Deputy Charles S. Roper, retirement. 18 plus years of dedicated service to Precinct 2 Constable's Office in Montgomery County. I, Constable Gene DeForest, would like to present this award to Chief Deputy Steve Roper for 18 years of dedicated service to the people of Montgomery County, Precinct 2, Constable Gene DeForest. It has been an honor to have you work alongside me and to have given the professionalism, pride, honesty, and integrity you have shown and given to this office and the citizens of Montgomery County. Your dedication and support through the thick and thin has been and always will be greatly appreciated. Your willingness to jump up and run to lend assistance to all law enforcement when needed, putting your life on the line to be there for them. Even though it was 18 years here at Precinct 2 Constable's Office, your 40 years of law enforcement should not be under to serving the people. Well done. I, along with all the people that work for Precinct 2 Constable's Office, wish you all the wonders and success one could possibly hope for in your retirement. May God bless. May God continue to bless you no matter where you are or what you're doing. When I decided to run 20 years ago, I went to Steve and I asked him if he would consider being my chief deputy. And he said, I don't know. And then he says, yes. And then after election in March, and then after the runoff, he says, I'm not sure. He says, you know, you and I don't always agree. I said, I know that. We weren't friends. We weren't fishing buddies. We weren't golfing buddies back then. And we didn't go out to dinner and go out to movies with family. He was somebody I worked with, someone I had respect for. I told him, I said, I need a resume. And he said, okay. And I waited. And I waited. No resume. I'd already asked everybody else. I had people come to me and talk to me and want to come work for me. And I said, well, I need a resume. And that included the people that already worked for Precinct 2 that wanted to come over and be on our team. Steve says, I'm not sure that I want to leave Conroe PD. He says, I'm scared. I said, scared of what? He says, you and I, we don't always see eye to eye. We don't get along. I said, I know that. He said, well, what if 2 months down the road, you don't like me and want to get rid of me? I said, Steve, I said, that's not going to happen. I said, I'm bringing you on board because you don't agree with me. And he hasn't over the 18 years and a month. He'd be the first one to come in my office and close the door and say, what are you thinking? I'm going, what? He says, you can't do that. And why not? He said, and then he'll sit down and explain everything to me, and after he gets done, I'm going, maybe you're right. And there's been times that he's come in and says, oh, you can't do that. I'm going, I'm going to do it anyway. That's just the way it is. I'm the constable, and it's done. But he's been there for me for 18 years and a month. Actually, he's been there longer than that. Prior to me taking office, he was there for me. And he's been there every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, I like Barney Fife memorabilia. But on the television show, the Andy Griffith Show, Barney's pretty much a goober. But he's a funny goober. And when you can put some chuckle and some laughter behind the job or behind his badge, that's why I like Barney Fife. He's hilarious. Thank you.
Congratulations, Steve.
Okay. Now let's get into the serious part of this retirement party here. I need all of our Precinct 2 deputies that are here up front. I got Barney's bullet. It's time to transfer the flag. Chief? Come on up here now. I want you to put that on your keepsake medal.
Okay.
I know you always wanted one of them.
Yep.
It may not be the right caliber or the right size or anything, but it's from the heart.
Okay.
And while you're holding on to that,
Wow.
this is from all of us,
Wow.
and you can't load it in here. The city police in here, they might not go along with it. And the chief's here. This is from everybody in the office.
Thank you.
You don't know what it is,
I can't get it open. It's childproof.
Better be careful, man. That box is liable to explode.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful. 45 auto pistol. Wow. Can I retire again tomorrow? No, it took me 18 years to get rid of this. Thank y'all. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much, guys. I love each and every one of you. It's a pleasure working with y'all. You know, y'all are the best of the best. And I love every one of you guys. Thank y'all for this today. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
One other thing here is I said on Facebook earlier, put out a post that says, told him not to